When it comes to money and marriage, there are certain rules of engagement that must be followed. When I first started thinking about this topic, I thought of the movie Fight Club. Remember the first rule of Fight Club? Don't talk about Fight Club. Unfortunately, the majority of couples we talk with enact this very rule when it comes to their finances. One person handles all the money and doesn't talk to the other spouse ever. This strategy works well until some financial crisis occurs and the spouse who handles all the money has to tell the other spouse, there isn't any money. To put things in beach terms, everything looks fine during high tide. However, low tide exposes all the rocks. We typically see this pattern in families where there's been a significant financial event, such as a job loss, a divorce, or perhaps a death. And interestingly enough, I've seen a repeatable pattern where in first marriages, the woman is uninvolved in the inner workings of the family finances. But if it's the second marriage, that gal, she'll know exactly where every single thing is. Because in the first marriage, the pickup truck and a bunch of cash vanished right before the divorce filing. True. But for those of you who are in functioning relationship with your significant other, here's what I suggest focusing on when you talk about money and how often. Okay, weekly. These conversations will be primarily for the benefit of the spouse who is the non-money handler. Let your spouse know about any unexpected or unusual expenses and talk about things either of you might want to spend money on. Not the small stuff, the bigger stuff. Does the car need new tires? Did one of you spot a shoe sale just when the kids are starting athletic season? By sharing, you're establishing trust that you're working within your means together. And this also allows the person who handles the money to either say, sure, we can make that purchase, or let's put it on the back burner for just a bit. This seems simple, but when you think about a time when you were surprised by someone who spent money without telling you, how did you feel? Monthly. This conversation is for the money handler. Take 10 minutes. All it is 10 minutes to look at the month ahead and communicate where you are financially to the non-money person. Is it looking like a tight month financially? Is this a month where you might be able to make a deposit on that upcoming vacation? Maybe you can buy those tickets to visit the family or redecorate one of the kids' bedrooms. This 10-minute talk not only holds the money handler accountable, but it also builds the expectation for the other spouse about whether this is a tight month or one where you could add some projects. Annually. On a yearly basis, take an hour at the most, but really, it could only be like even 30 minutes. Half an hour, folks. These truly don't have to be long, drawn-out conversations, we promise. Take this time and brainstorm as a couple what money goals you have for the upcoming year. These could be as mundane as increasing your 401k savings. Yeah, I know, I'm self-interest. Right? Contributing to Roth IRAs, or paying down consumer debt. These could also include major purchases, whether fun or necessary, such as cars or vacations, and include any upcoming family events such as graduations, weddings, or births. Then talk about how you might want to participate. Gifts, travel tickets, phone calls, whatever it might be, just to build the awareness of that event, because there's a lot of gifts to be bought throughout the year for family. This is also the time to talk about summer plans with the kids or spring break vacations. These types of conversations go a long way in keeping financial communication open between spousal units, even if they do hate to talk about money. Nobody wants to be financially blindsided with data, unless it's, oh, by the way, I just won the Powerball. We'll see you soon.